Hi guys, welcome to day one of Vlogmas 2021. If you are new here, welcome. My name is LeJanaro, and on the channel we do sewing, we do crafting, we talk about life, and whatever else I can think of to post a video on. All right. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. If you are not new here, welcome back. And I do appreciate you coming back each time I post a new video. So I have decided to take on the feat of Vlogmas this year. Not sure if I'll be doing it right or wrong, but hey, I'm gonna try my best to get these videos out to you. All right. Today we are doing a quick and easy crossbody bag. This crossbody bag has a plastic snap closure. It also has a crossbody strap. This is not an adjustable strap, it's just a crossbody strap. And I will show you how to make all of this in the video. So everything that you need to make this quick and easy crossbody, I will make sure I put in the description box below. If you watched my video from the other day, you saw me draw out these patterns. Those patterns that I was drawing out, that was for the crossbody bags that I will be doing throughout this Vlogmas series. All right, so some of the things off the top of my head that you're going to need, I would say, at least a yard of fabric. And you may not use the whole yard. I just like to be safe. And that's only because you're going to need this long crossbody strap. But the actual body of the bag is not that big. You're going to need lining. About a 1/2 inch of lining will be fine. You're going to need some interfacing. I am using a cotton cloth. So I back my cotton cloth with Fusible Fleece. And then I back my lining fabric with an SF101. All right. You are also going to need a snap closure. Usually the kits will come with the snap pliers and all, and then some come with snaps. Some you might have to buy different color snaps that you want. Mine came with snaps. I don't know how that happened, but but I also bought some snaps from Hobby Lobby, and I think I got some from Amazon. You're going to need 2 1-inch D-rings and 2 1-inch swivel clasps. If you don't have D-rings or swivel clasp on hand, you can still make this bag. I will show you how to add the strap to your bag without using any hardware. You're going to need some pins or clips because you are going to need it when you are putting your bag together. If you are using a leather, faux leather, or cork, you do not want to use pins, so just make sure you use some clips. Also, you're going to need some scissors. If you're going to draw out the pattern, you're going to need some pattern paper. You're going to need some scissors for paper. Do not mix your paper and fabric scissors. Paper will make your fabric scissors dull. So again, pattern paper, scissors, and a pencil to draw out the pattern, and a ruler to make your measurements. I think what else? Of course, coordinating thread, your sewing machine, your iron, and your ironing board. And I think that's it. I think that's all you're gonna need. But if I forgot anything, I will definitely put a comprehensive list in the description box below for you guys. So let's get started making this really cute and simple crossbody bag. All right, so let's talk about everything you're going to need for this simple small crossbody bag. I always make a pattern template. This just makes it easier for me. This template measures 11 by 8.5, so 11 inches wide, 8 by 5 inches long. I will put the measurements in the description box below. So from this template, you need to cut your main fabric. You need to cut 2 pieces. If you're using a cotton cloth like me, you're going to need a backing like a fusible fleece. So you will cut 2 pieces of fusible fleece. And you will also cut 2 lining pieces. And then you will cut 2 pieces of a lightweight interfacing. I usually use SF101. Again, I will put all the tools and the measurements in the description box below. If you want to add a pocket to your lining, you will also cut out your lining fabric, the size of whatever you want your pockets to be, and a lightweight interfacing for that as well. I will link videos for how to add a slip pocket and also how to add a zipper pocket to a lining. I will link videos to those resources in the description box below. You will also need to cut 2 pieces. This is for your strap tab. If you are using hardware, you can add a strap without using hardware, and I'll show you when we get to that section how you can do that if you don't have any hardware. But if you do have hardware, 1-inch D-rings, you're going to need to cut a piece that's 4 inches by 2 inches. You will need 2 of those. All right. And then your strap, you will need a 1 long piece that measures 4 inches by 55 inches. All right, again, all of the measurements and everything will be in the description box below. So I'm going to show you in this video how to add your interfacing to your pieces. If I do other crossbody bags during Vlogmas, I probably won't show that part in the video, but I'll reference back to this video for people. Let's say I make a bag on day 12 or something like that, and that's the first video they ever watch of mine. I will reference back to this video, letting them know that I showed how to iron on interfacing and do the strap and all of those things. All right, so let's get started adding the interfacing to our pieces and also pressing the strap and the strap tabs. All right. I didn't mention your strap tabs and your straps should also have a lightweight interfacing as well. I forgot to mention that. So I'm going to start out with the strap tabs. This is the shorter edges. You're going to place the 2 shorter edges together with right sides facing and press. Right, then you take 1 shorter edge so that it meets where that center line is, and then take the other shorter edge and have it meet in the center where that crease is, and then you fold it in half again. Right, do both of your strap tabs the same way. And you're going to do the same thing to your strap, but I'll show you that in 1 second. All right, set these aside. Grab your strap. And what I'm going to do first with my strap, I'm going to take the shorter edge and I'm just going to fold it down about 1/4 inch. All right, this way you'll have a clean edge. And I'm going to do the other end the same way. And this is the wrong side that is facing me. All right. So once you do that, you're going to fold your strap in half with the wrong sides facing. Did I say wrong sides facing on your strap tabs? I can't remember. But make sure you press them with the wrong sides facing. Because of course you want the pretty side of your strap and strap tab showing. I just can't remember what I said. Right, once you fold it in half, you're going to do the same thing you did with your strap tabs. You take one side and fold it to that middle crease, and you press all the way down, and you take the other side and fold it towards that middle crease. And then you fold it in half once you're done with both sides. Alright, once you finish pressing your strap, you're going to set that aside with your strap tabs until we get ready to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to grab my two lining pieces and the lightweight interfacing. I give this a good press because it has some wrinkles in it. So take one piece and your wrong side is facing up. Take your interfacing. You have a bumpy side and a smooth side. The bumpy side faces the wrong side of your fabric. I'm going to use a pressing cloth just to sit on top of this, and I'm just going to press the interfacing to the lining. You can test your interfacing, make sure it's down by just kind of lifting up the edge. If it comes up, that means it's not pressed good, and you just keep pressing. Alright, grab your main pieces and your fusible fleece. The wrong side of your fabric is facing up. On your fusible fleece, same thing. You have a bumpy side and a smooth side. The bumpy side goes down against the wrong side of your main fabric. and you just press the same way you did the lining piece. And that is how you add interfacing to your pieces. Alright, so now that we got everything interfaced, so now we're going to go to the sewing machine. Go ahead and grab your clips or pins and your D-rings. If you are not using hardware to add your strap, you don't need a strap tab or D-rings. But you do need a strap, and you need your main piece and your lining pieces. And again, once we get to that part, I will show you what you need to do if you are not using hardware for your strap. But if you are using hardware, you're going to take your 2 strap tabs that you pressed together earlier, and you're going to sew down both sides. Alright, and then you'll take your D-ring and you'll slide it through, fold it in half, and then you'll baste that in place. Right, you'll see me do that at the sewing machine. For your strap, you're going to just sew down both sides of your strap. Take your 2 main pieces, place them with right side spacing. And you're going to pin or clip down the side. Now remember, the 11 inches is your top and bottom. The 8.5 inches are your sides. So you're clipping or pinning the 8.5 sides. All right. You're going to pin or clip the lining the same way. And what you're going to do, you're going to take this to the sewing machine and you're going to sew down across the bottom and back up the side. Alright, so down one side, across the bottom, back up the side. You're using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Pin your lining the same way, right side spacing. Oh, right side spacing. Right, you're gonna pin or clip the same way. Now if you want your bag to have rounded corners, you can round off your corners. Like mine will be square, but you can round off your corners. If you want to box your corners, you can do that. But I'll be doing that in another crossbody bag video, boxing the corners, that is. Alright, so you're also going to take this to the sewing machine. You're going to sew down across the bottom, but you're going to leave an opening in the bottom. And so you'll come down, sew about right here, backspace and stop, and then start back here, backspace, go finish the bottom, and then back up that side. But you don't leave an opening in the main one, just your lining. Alright, so let's take all of this to the sewing machine and let's get to sewing. this is your lining. Go ahead and clip your corners. Get as close to the stitching as you can without going over the stitches. Do the same thing with your main bag, just so that your corners will poke out nice and straight. You can trim down your edges if you want to about 1/8 of an inch. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do now, if you wanted to box your corners, you would, this is one corner, so I just have my finger in here, and what you would do is you would just line up the 2 seam allowances, and you would just sew across here to box your corners. If you wanted to do that, you would do that on both sides as well as your lining. Alright, so I'm not going to box my corners. So go ahead and take your main bag or pieces and turn them to the right side. Your lining piece will stay, you won't turn to the right side. You'll leave your lining pieces just like that, your lining piece. Alright. So poke out those corners really well. Now, if you are not using hardware for your strap, you would take your strap and you would pin or clip. Go ahead and open up that seam allowance there. All right. You would pin or clip your strap to the outside of your bag. So that's my seam there. I will kind of center this on my seam. All right. And I will pin or clip that in place. Right. I would then make sure that my strap stays straight all the way around, because you don't want a crooked strap. And then I would pin the other side of my strap to the other side seam. Alright, so once you have your strap clipped on both sides, go ahead and place your main bag on the inside of your lining. So when you place it on the inside of your lining, the right sides should be facing. The right side of your main and the right side of your lining should be facing. Alright, make sure you tuck your strap down in there good and out of the way. And then always open up that seam allowance, and then I try to line it up as best I can with this seam allowance, as well as making sure that my strap is on the inside as well. Same thing to the other side. Open up that seam allowance, line it up right as best you can with the strap sandwiched in between. Right, push that strap down in there. You're going to pin or clip all the way around and then sew all the way around. And once you turn your bag to the right side through that opening you left in the lining, tuck in your lining, you will have a strap attached to your bag. All right. So since we are doing hardware, I'm going to take this out. Grab your strap tabs, and you're going to clip your strap tabs to your seam. And again, I like to center it so it looks nice and neat. Okay. You can base this in place, but I'm just going to go ahead and just clip it in place for now. Alright, so you have your strap tabs clipped to your main bag. take your main bag. If you feel more comfortable, go ahead and baste those in place. But if you're okay, go ahead and place your main bag on the inside of your lining. Alright. Grab the rest of your clips. And just like I showed you with the strap, open up that seam allowance. And just take your clip off and just clip it again. Make sure that strap tabs are still in place. Same thing with this side. Open up that seam allowance. Make sure that D-ring is out of the way. You don't want to mess up and sew on that. Right? And then go ahead and pin or clip all the way around. Right? You're going to sew all the way around. Also grab your strap. Right? Make sure your strap is nice and straight. And like I said, this is not an adjustable strap. This is, just a regular crossbody strap. If you want to know how to make an adjustable strap, I will link that video in the description box below. So I have my strap folded in half. I make sure it's nice and neat. So on one end of your strap, you're going to place your swivel clasp. Right? And then fold it over about an inch. Right? And then we'll sew across just to hold that in place. So that's one side. Now take your other side. Place it through the swivel clasp. Fold it over about an inch and then we'll sew that in place. Alright, make sure you fold it over. Make sure your fold overs match, right? And then the fold overs are facing each other, right? Alright, so I'm just going to trim this seam allowance down 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. Right, now turn your bag to, well, use the opening you left in the lining and grab your bag, your main bag. Right, poke out your corners on your lining. Right, and you're going to take this to the sewing machine. You're going to sew really close to the edge to close up the opening you left in the lining. You're going to tuck your lining on the inside of the bag, and then you are going to top stitch. If you're using a cotton cloth like me, you may want to give this a good press before you top stitch, just to make sure that lining is tucked on the inside well. Right. When you're doing top stitching, you can increase your stitch length just to make it look a little cleaner on the outside of your bag. All right, so if you are done and you're not going to add any type of closure, you can go ahead, if you used hardware, and snap your swivel clasp to your D-rings, and you got a cute little crossbody bag. But if you are going to do some hardware, I'll show you an easy alternative to magnetic snaps. So I'm going to take this off. Right, and what you're going to do, make sure this is straightened out. You're going to find the center. All right, I will be doing a lot of eyeballing and folding in half. One good way to do it is fold it in half, get a crease. That way you know where your center is. All right, grab your snap pliers, your awl. If I can find mine. Oh, here it is, hiding. And then whatever color snaps you are going to use. This is as close to brown as I can get. So you're going to need 2 flat pieces. So here are the flat pieces. I don't know if you can see that. See if I can move that out of the way. That might be even worse. You need 2 flat pieces, and then you have your male and female pieces. So that's 1. And there's 2. Oh, 2. 1 of each. Now, if you have a set of snap pliers, then you should have some instructions to go with them. Alright, so this is the male, this is the female. They both go with a flat piece. Alright. So of course you want the flat piece on the outside of your bag. So we found the center. So what I am going to do, I'm going to go, this is not an awl. That is hilarious. All right, stand by. Here's one. You should have a tool that comes, oh, here, there it is. There it is. It's the same color on the end, so I thought it was it. So when you find the center, make a mark. That way you'll know where it is exactly. I'm kind of eyeballing. I still have my crease here. So go down about 3/4 of an inch. You can go down as far as you want to. I'm going to go down about 3/4 of an inch. And you should have made a mark, and I'm just going to poke that all the way through to make a little hole. All right. So take the flat piece. It should have like a little pokey thing here. Stick it through the hole. You want your flat piece on the outside. Then whichever piece you're doing, your male or female, this part up, the like the grooves are facing up. Place them on top of the pokey thingy, right? There's a hole, so the pokey thingy goes through. Take your pliers. The smooth flat part goes on the black part here. Slide it on and press it down. You want to make sure you press it good, because if you don't, your snap won't snap. Right? And it should flatten the pokey part. Same thing, take the flat part, stick the pokey part through the hole. And y'all know that's not the real names of these things. That's just what I'm calling it. Right? Take your female piece, and then your female piece has a dip here, right? So that's what should be facing up. So you place it down, your dip piece should be facing you, and you press, make sure you press it down. I didn't have to press that much on the male piece, but the female piece, make sure you press it down, right? Again, flat part goes on the black surface, and then squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All right. I'm gonna put everything back like I'm supposed to. That's why I'm doing this. All right, and then snap your crossbody bag closed. All right. Right, and then go ahead and add your strap back. And we are done. We're donezo. If you use a cotton cloth, you can give it a good press. Mine is a little wrinkle, so give it a good press and you'll be all done. Nice little gift for the holiday season. All right, guys, that is it. You have this really cute and simple crossbody bag. If you want to know how to make an adjustable strap, I will link that video in the description box below, as well as videos on how to add a slip pocket and a zipper pocket to your linings. I think those are all of the videos I need to link. During the editing process, if I set another video, I will definitely put that in the description box below for you guys. The end screen will probably have some videos on, and you can just click on those videos in the outro. But yeah, this is a quick and easy crossbody bag. If you have any questions about anything, put them in the comments and I will answer them to the best of my ability. I don't think of anything else. But yes, quick and easy. This would be a really cute gift for someone. Measurements are up to you. I do put measurements for the template that I use in the description box below, but if you want a larger bag, a smaller bag, if you want a bag that's taller, shorter, it's up to you. Have fun with it. Do what you would like to do with this. Make it your own. I just wanted to give you the basics on how to make this bag. All right, there will be other crossbody bags that I will do later on in the Vlogmas series, but I just want to start out with this quick and simple and easy one. So, question of the day: what's your favorite mystery series? I would say, hands down, I like the Hallmark mysteries and movies. I think Aurora Tea Garden mysteries, those are my favorite. They were neck and neck with garage sale mysteries, but you know that whole thing that happened with Lori Laughlin, is that how you say her last name? We call her Aunt Becky affectionately. That the whole thing that happened with her, they took all of her movies off, the garage sale mystery movies off. They took them off completely. So that used to be my favorite one. But and Aurora Tea Garden was second, but now Aurora Tea Garden is my favorite now because as the years went by and they made more movies, they got better and better and better. They have a number of mystery series on Hallmark Mysteries and Movies. I usually guess the killer before the end, but I mean, they're a good watch. If you are just looking for a good watch and some good mystery movies, definitely check out Hallmark Mysteries and Movies. I like Mystery 101, crossword mysteries. I like it. It had to grow on me at first, but I like it. I like seeing actors that, you know, were child stars and then they're all grown up and they come and do these Hallmark movies and Lifetime movies and stuff. Let's see, what are some other ones? Fixer Upper Mystery. There are a ton of them, a ton. Morning Show Mysteries, that with Holly Robinson Pete. She has hers on there. But yeah, Aurora Tea Garden right now is in the #1 spot. So let me know in the comments what your favorite mystery series is. Doesn't have to be Hallmark Mysteries and Movies. It could be any mystery series that you like. It can be a TV show. All right, so let's talk about it in the comments. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And I'll see you in day 2 of Vlogmas.